A quorum is present, and this is the Conference Committee on Senate File 4282, and it will come to order. I think before we begin, I'd really like if we'd all go around and introduce ourselves, and that includes our staff as well as our members, and maybe we can start down here on my left. Just your name and your position.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members. Solveig Beckel, House Fiscal Analysis.
Madam Chair, Tim Strom, House Research.
Joe Schumacher, representative of Southwest Minnesota and co-chair of the Human Services Committee.
Nice.
Mahmoud Nur, representing South and Southeast Minneapolis, co-chair of Human Services.
Jody Withers, House Republican Caucus.
Polly Sirkvanek, House DFL Caucus.
Representative Cheryl Youakim, co-chair of Education, House Education Finance, representing Hopkins, St. Louis Park, and Edina.
I'm State Senator Mary Kunesh. I am the Chair of Education Finance, and I represent District 39 in the Minnesota Senate.
Emma Zellmer. I am the Committee Administrator for the Senate Education Finance and Education Policy Committees.
Tessa Yeager, CLA for Senator Kunesh.
Steve Swedzinski, Senator Eden Prairie, Minnetonka.
Doran Clark, Senator, Northeast Minneapolis, Southeast Minneapolis, University of Minnesota, and Cedar Riverside.
Jason Rarick, State Senator, from Rush City up to Cloquet.
Bjorn Arneson, nonpartisan staff to the Senate Education Committees.
Anne-Marie Lewis, nonpartisan Senate Counsel for the Education Committees.
And I'm Krista Boyd, nonpartisan Senate Fiscal Analyst for Transportation.
Thank you for all of you for being here this afternoon. We're all busy, and so we'll jump into it right away. I would like to ask our Senate nonpartisan staff to walk through our Senate File 4282. And so, Mr. Arneson, if you'd like to begin.
Madam Chair, members, I'll walk through Senate File 4282, the first engrossment, which on the Senate side is the combination of forecast adjustments for a few agencies. Article 1 are the forecast adjustments for the Department of Education. These forecasted programs generally need to be adjusted because of changes in pupil counts, actual costs, and all the appropriations in this article originally from laws 2025 are made for fiscal 26 and 27, and the adjustments are made to those fiscal year appropriations. Article 2 is the forecast adjustments for the Department of Human Services. Full disclosure to Madam Chair and others, I've never staffed and don't currently staff the Human Services Committee, so I don't have a lot of deep expertise on these, except to note that in contrast to the way the education forecast adjustments read, then the figures displayed here are additive or subtractive from prior appropriations for these purposes. Article 3, similarly, are forecast adjustments for the Department of Children, Youth, and Families, or DCYF. And similarly to the previous article, the figures displayed here are either added to or subtracted from earlier appropriations from various funds for this purpose. And for the last article, I'll defer to Ms. Boyd.
Go ahead.
Okay, Madam Chair and members, Article 4 is a forecast adjustments for special transportation services within Metropolitan Council. This includes Metro Mobility and Metro Move, and that is an increase of $8.9 million in fiscal year 26 and $10.9 million in fiscal year 27 to adjust to the February forecast.
Thank you, Ms. White. Now, if we would move over to the House research, if you would present the House language, please. Mr. Strom.
Madam Chair, members, the House language is exactly as Mr. Arneson described in Article 1. The House language coming into Conference Committee does not have Articles 2 through 4.
Thank you so much. At this point, any members, do you have any questions? All right, how about amendments? Representative Youakim.
Thank you, Chair Kunesh. I have the A26-0180 for members to consider. I believe this has been an agreement among leadership and members, so I will have Mr. Strom walk through it, please.
Mr. Strom.
Madam Chair, Representative Youakim, thank you. I'd like to thank the Revisor's Office for putting this together for us in such a timely manner today. In your packets is the A26-0180 amendment. There are 6 sections in this amendment. These are as follows. The first section is the qualifications for paraprofessionals. This language is in House File 3067, and I believe there's a similar bill awaiting action on the Senate floor. Section 2 is language from House File 3900, the A6 amendment, and what this does is it is for the tribal contract schools, of which there are 4 in Minnesota, and it provides for those tribal contract schools an aid amount each year from the state general fund in the same dollar amount as school districts and charter schools will receive from the revised permanent school fund distributions. As members are probably aware, House File 3900 is the constitutional amendment allowing a 4.5% distribution from the fund each year. So this language in Section 2 provides that same amount in the $70,000 range per year to each of, in total, to each of the 4 tribal contract schools. And that amount will be the same per pupil going forward from fiscal 28 and on. Section 3 is a provision that both the House and Senate heard this year regarding a school district's operating capital revenue. School districts reserve part of their general education revenue called operating capital. There's a list of about 30 purposes for which they can use that revenue, and added to that list now are certain utility costs. This is a provision I believe was in the Senate bill this year. Then sections 4 and 5 are essentially extending the length of an appropriation that has already been made for school districts for gender-neutral single-use restrooms. There was a program that started a few years ago, and there's an annual appropriation for that. These changes in these 2 sections extend the effective date, essentially giving more time to the school districts to complete the projects so that none of the grant amounts cancel, apologies. And then Section 6, Madam Chair, is the school district fund transfers. There are 2 fund transfers that are in the bill. The first of those is for the West St. Paul, Mendota Heights, and Egan School District, allowing money to be transferred from the debt or from the building construction fund to the operating capital account. The very same provision in a different dollar amount is for the Maple Lake School District that allows them to make a similar transfer from the building construction fund, which is Fund 6, to the general fund reserved for operating capital account. Madam Chair, that's a summary of the 6 provisions that are in the amendment in front of you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Strom. We have a new member that's joined us. Would you like to introduce yourself, Representative, and tell us where you're from?
I still don't know where some of these rooms are in this building. Sorry. Representative Krisha, co-ed finance chair in the House, and I apologize, I was actually on a call for another issue, so.
No worries. Thank you. Thanks. Good to have you here. All right, members, are there any questions or any comments on the A26 amendment? I'm sorry, I didn't have my microphone on. Any questions on or comments on the A26 amendment?
Mr. Chair, I'd just like to say thank you. There's quite a few things in here all of the things in here are no cost, and I think they're important to some of our members. The fund transfers in particular, we had the hearing on the one, and one was brought to us that hadn't quite gotten a hearing yet, but that was the same exact language, and I thought since we'd had the discussion in committee, it was good to include it. I know there were other fund transfer requests, but the bills didn't receive hearings, so we were hesitant to then put those in.
Thank you very much. Any other questions or comments? All right, well, then, seeing that, I'm going to ask Ms. Yeager to take the roll.
Chair Kunesh.
Aye.
Senator Swedzinski.
Aye.
Senator Clark.
Aye.
Senator Rarick.
Aye.
Representative Youakim,
Aye.
Representative Kresha. Aye. Representative Noor,
Aye.
Representative Schumacher.
Aye.
There being 8 yeses and 0 noes, the A26 amendment is adopted. Well, members, that kind of finishes our work here. I'm glad you could all find this room, finally. Better late than never, eh? This has been a lot of work this year, and I think it's really going to make a big difference for, yep.
Yes.
Oh,
We have to adopt it.
excuse me, you're right. We did just adopt the A26 amendment. All right, my bad. All right, good for you. Now, we will move on to adopt the bill as amended as a conference committee agreement. Members, is there any discussion? All right, now, seeing none, again, Ms. Yeager, would you take the roll?
Chair Kunesh. Chair Kunesh.
Aye.
Senator Swedzinski. Aye. Senator Clark.
Aye.
Senator Rarick.
Pass.
Representative Youakim.
Yes.
Representative Kresha. Representative Noor. Aye. Representative Schumacher.
Schumacher, aye.
Senator Rarick.
Aye.
There being eight ayes and 0 nays, the Senate file 4282 passes as amended. All right, so with that, now we have completed our work. I know we all have many things on our menu and our plan schedule to do, and so with that, this meeting is adjourned.